Ladies and gentlemen, James Lane here. This is the 83rd episode of the American Reveille Podcast, and on episode 82, the last episode, I made the bold claim that Cuomo is going to resign. I didn't say he was going to resign today or tomorrow. I didn't say he was going to resign right now, but I said the pressure will eventually build and build and build because the Me Too machine, the Marxist monster of cancel culture, is on his tail, and the pressure will only build and build and build, and he will eventually resign. Well, he came out today and said, I'm not going to resign, and he cried his crocodile tears and yada, 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 yada. Folks, guess what? I'm doubling down. He's going to resign. I believe he's going to resign. I'm going to go through this article. I'm going to talk to you about it for a little bit. We're going to see, all right, we're going to see what people think. In the article, I'm going to tell you what I think. But guys, at the end of the day, the pressure will be just too much. The Democrat Party won't be able to handle it. He'll lose his supporters. And under the guise of protecting other people, he will resign, guys. He will resign. Don't believe me? Want to hear more of what I have to say? Want to argue with me? Or want to just take it all in? Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, James Lane here, episode 83 of the American Reveille Podcast. How are you guys doing today? I'm right here. Here I am, paying for the premium subscription to the Epic Times so you don't have to, so I can read articles like this, like Cuomo here in his Al Pacino impression. I'm not going to resign. That's a terrible Al Pacino impression, but it's the best I can do. I don't give a crap. This episode title, all right, it's not the normal DD episode, the normal deep dive episode. No, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, DD stands for doubling down. I don't care if you think I'm stupid. I don't care if you think I'm a crappy better. I'm throwing it on the table. I'm throwing the money, all the chips on the table. He's gonna resign. He can't survive this. He can't survive this because that would undo everything we know about woke cancel culture. It's already coming for him. It's coming for him. It's like Pac-Man right up his ass. It's coming for you, Cuomo. There's nothing you can do. They're just going to build and build and build and build until you quit or it crushes you. And you've already done the tough guy thing. I'm the tough Cuomo. I'm the tough Cuomo. I'm going to tell you, I'm sorry. I learned something. I didn't mean to hurt anybody. And that used to be good in 1986 and 1996 and even 2006. That was good. And it was good kind of in 2016, but in 2021, Cuomo, that don't cut it. That don't cut it, sir. The culture reaper, as I'll put it, is coming for you. All right. Don't fear the reaper. It's coming for you, Andrew Cuomo. Just relax. Just relax, sit back, and just watch your life crumble before your eyes because you done effed up, bruh. Sorry. That's where we're at. All right. Cuomo, I'm not going to resign. Good luck with that one, buddy. Good luck with that one. Because whether you don't want to resign or not, you've got COVID crazies coming after you. You've got Democrats in your own party coming after you. You've got the nursing home folks coming after you. You've got the cancel culture folks coming after, the Me Too folks coming after you. Everybody's coming out. Get an umbrella. Get an umbrella, Cuomo. All right? Get an umbrella. Because I'm thinking of a joke right now, and it's just too inappropriate. I can't even do it. I can't. If I ever hope to expand the I can't even do this joke. If you have a dark sense of humor and you really want to know the joke that I'm about to tell, all right? You really want to know the joke that I was thinking of, all right? You can send me an email, jameslane@americanreveille.com, but I can't say it. I just can't say it. I can't. I want to so bad, but that would just put me in a completely different category, and I can't say it. Listen, Cuomo, He's a lawyer, right? He goes, I wasn't elected by politicians. I was elected by the people of the state of New York. This is Epic Times, the premium section. Zachary Stieber. Was it Breitbart that I was reading from yesterday, where every single person had a crazy long last name that I could barely pronounce? So props to you, Epic Times, giving me a last name I can read. Stieber. March 3rd, 2021, facing twin scandals and growing pressure to step down. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo declared Wednesday he will not resign. James Lane on the American Reveille Podcast then responded on episode 83 and said, I don't care what you say, Cuomo. Kick it, kiss it, lick it, walk out of the room. This is my show, baby. You are going to resign. You're going to resign, baby. And I'm going to like it. I'm going to like it a lot. We're all going to laugh and we're all going to think it's hilarious that a lefty definitely got what was coming to them, as well-deserved as that is, though. It's also kind of scary and sad. It's good to cheer it on, right? Like it feels good inside. It's primal. Woo, right? Yeah. Let's see one of those guys get theirs. But it's also scary to know that that can happen to them. It can happen to us. It can happen to anybody. Does that mean that the left has lost control of their woke cancel culture monster? All right. I mean, if it's out of control, it's like Skynet. Right? It's like Skynet from the Terminator. How do you shut it off? How do you keep it from destroying us all? Right? So lawyer Cuomo there, like I was just saying before that, he said he wasn't elected by politicians. I was elected by the people of the state of New York. I'm not going to resign. They're going to just sacrifice you on the altar then. But I think you're not that dumb. I think you're going to act like a tough guy for a bit, let the pressure build, and then resign and try to walk out with some sense of dignity so your family and your home isn't shamed forever through the annals of history, though it already will be. It already will be. It's just the difference of you being able to walk into a Whole Foods market or not. That's the difference. He told this to reporters in Albany, New York. Albany, by the way, same place where I got my college degrees. Interesting. Some politicians will always play politics, right? That's the nature of the beast. And I don't think today is the day for politics, he also said. The Democrats facing pressure from Republicans and within his own party to resign because 3 women accused him of sexual harassment, and his administration acknowledged withholding COVID-19 death data from state legislators. Ladies and gentlemen, if Louis C.K. can respectfully ask to do things to himself in front of you and give you the option of saying yes or no, and you say yes, and he gets canceled anyway, Andrew Cuomo should be canceled like 10,000 times. He should be canceled and thrown into a volcano of cancel, the cancel-cano. The Democrat is facing pressure from Republicans and from within his own party. Everybody is against him. The walls are closing in. He's in the trash compactor from Star Wars, ladies and gentlemen, the trash compactor, and it's closing in on old Cuomo. Several GOP members of the Congress, they're considering gubernatorial bids amid the turmoil. And they should. I hope, God, wouldn't that be awesome? Republican takes over New York. That would be fun. Cuomo's administration infamously in March 2020 ordered nursing home operators to take back residents or accept new residents even if they'd tested positive for COVID-19, the disease caused by the CCP, Chinese Communist Party virus. Now, while it's still unproven if the policy itself had led to additional deaths, which we all can pretty much guess that it did, right? It really did. And I'm sure the data will show it. Like, really? Let's put the sick people back in the homes with all the not sick people and get all those not sick people sick. Oh, yeah. And they're all in the highest risk group. All right. When you're like 90 and in a home, the COVID stuff that doesn't necessarily apply to 30-year-olds, it kind of applies to 90-year-olds. All right. We got to give it that. All right. COVID isn't BS. It is an illness. Is it a big flu? Yeah. But, you know, 90-year-old, 80-year-old, they don't do so well against big flus, even in general. Don't you know that? You know that. Come on. So we have to find our shifting kind of line there. You know, some of our estimations about about COVID, right? About the sickness that is COVID, There's a sickness that's Cuomo too. We'll get back to that in a second. But the sickness that is COVID, we have to just understand that it affects people differently. And we know that by now. We should know that by now. So we have to judge these situations differently. Look, I don't like wearing masks, right? But if I'm going to an old person's home, I will wear one, right? Like that makes sense. That makes sense because I don't want to hurt old people, right? I want to hurt a 95-year-old. All right. But at the same time, I'm not going to drive around in my damn car like Bane from freaking Batman. Like, yeah, it's all part of the plan. No one will see my face if I wear the mask. Anyway, listen. Let me digress for a second, all right? Let's do this. Let's take a quick break for a minute and a half. All right, a minute and a half. Check out this sponsor of mine, all right? This is an awesome product. This is Ancient Life Oil from ancientlifeoil.com. Promo code James, ancientlifeoil.com. Promo code James, free shipping and delivery. This is CBD oil. It's 100% pure. It's THC free, so no crazy high, no crazy anything. Just great benefits, great results. I love it. I take it every day, twice a day. Check out this ad. Let me get your attention for a second. I want to tell you about something. I want to share something with you that's very near and dear to me. All right, guys, I have joint pain. I'm sure it's no secret by now, all right? I have joint pain, hip pain, I have elbow pain, I have inflammation, all right? I get stressed out. I'm going through so much political news doing this podcast, so much. You can imagine how stressful that is, all right? How much anxiety that can cause, how many sleepless nights I have. But folks, I've been taking CBD oil for a while now, all right, and it's fantastic. And a while ago, just a little while ago, I came across Ancient Life Oil, all right, and I got it from ancientlifeoil.com, and this stuff is fantastic, all right? It's the best source, the best and most trusted source for CBD oil in the United States. It's 100% pure, it's 100% THC free, no psychoactive effects, no high, nothing like that, just pure CBD, pure relief from all of those issues, relief from sleeplessness, relief from anxiety, relief from stress, from inflammation, right? Relief from joint pain, relief from all of these things that could really hinder your daily life, your daily activities, really put you in a bad place. This stuff lifts your mood up. It's fantastic. All right, it's legal in all 50 states. People are really experiencing wonderful change in their life, basically doing something that people have been doing for thousands of years, guys. If you head to ancientlifeoil.com, the same place I went, all right, the same place I went to get the stuff, you can go on there, use promo code James, James, at ancientlifeoil.com, ANCIENT, Life Oil, ANCIENT, lifeoil.com, promo code James, James, promo code James, free shipping and delivery, folks, free shipping and delivery. Guys, this is a great product. You are missing out if you need to do CBD and you're just not doing it for some reason, guys. I don't know what's stopping you anymore. It's 2021. Folks, if you want relief from these issues, you want to do it in a natural way without taking medications, you want to do it in a way that's helpful. I have found CBD oil to be very beneficial, and I believe it will be very beneficial for you as well. So one more time, ancientlifeoil.com, ANCIENT, lifeoil.com, promo code James, free shipping and delivery, folks. Give it a shot. I really know it'll make you a believer just like I am. All right, folks, let's get back to the show. So, folks, when we were just talking right before the quick break, we were talking about Cuomo. We were talking about how his policy, they said it's unproven, that it led to additional deaths, though we strongly believe it did lead to additional deaths. We are telling you about how the state officials refuse to disclose how many nursing home residents died in hospitals. So that's withholding the truth. That's withholding facts from the American people. That's lying. That's subverting authority. That is a crime. And that is what Andrew Cuomo and his team committed. They lied about data, which affected the entire state of New York and the entire country when trying to figure out solutions and other things that this data contributed to. All right. They don't just use this data for anything. All right. They compare states, they compare methodologies. And Andrew Cuomo danced around like the hero. All right. Like the hero, all the while people were dying and he was hiding it. He was hiding it, ladies and gentlemen. Terrible, terrible thing. All right. So they hid it and then they only revealed the figure after the state's attorney general issued a scathing investigative report in January. That's something we've talked about. Officials also rebuffed queries from state legislatures on the data, or legislators, excuse me, claiming it could be used against us by former President Donald Trump's administration. So because of a bogus, and you can smell the poop from a mile away, a bogus claim, all right, that they were going to be retaliated against, that they were going to be bullied, something that it doesn't happen in many workplaces now. All right. And the largest, most microscopic workplace under the microscope, something everybody can see, is it's the White House. All right. The press is up Trump's butt. They were up Trump's butt. They're up Trump's butt now. All right. So how could he have felt such pressure? All right. Does that mean that tough guy Cuomo, big bully Cuomo, felt intimidated by President Trump? Wow. It's very, very interesting. It's very interesting indeed. All right. It's absolutely crazy. Cuomo orders the elderly in New York back into nursing homes from hospitals with COVID, kills thousands of people, celebrates about it, celebrates his leadership skills. What a wonderful guy. Wins an Emmy. You know, the Teflon only lasts for so long, Andrew. The Teflon only lasts for so long. Cuomo, a lawyer who's governed New York since 2011, was one of the most visible governors in the nation last year, widely praised by party influencers and leaders for his long-winded press conferences in which he frequently took shots at Trump. But his star has fallen sharply in recent weeks, particularly after a trio of women came forward claiming Cuomo harassed them. That's Lindsey Boylan, 36, the former deputy secretary, says Cuomo, 63, kissed her suddenly during a meeting and harassed her on other occasions. Charlotte Bennett, 25, another aide. All right. She says Cuomo asked her inappropriate questions. And Anna Ruck, 33, we talked about her yesterday, says Cuomo asked if he could kiss her at a wedding, and a photograph shows Cuomo gripping her face with his hands at the event. Do you remember, what was his name? Al Franken? Al Franken got canceled years. He was one of the original people to get canceled on the left just for posing in a photograph like this, over some body armor. They got a picture of Andrew Cuomo grabbing a woman's face. Why isn't he canceled yet? I'm telling you, it's coming. I am doubling down, baby. He will resign. The governor said Wednesday, I often kiss people. That's what we do. Mwah. Cuomo must resign, they say. There's a picture. There's Lindsey Boylan. If you're watching, there's a young Caucasian female, 30s, right? Long brunette hair, reddish brunette highlights, you could tell, bluish eyes, bluish gray, nice smile, well-dressed, very respectable looking woman. She is one of his accusers, all right? You can go find hundreds of pictures of me kissing people. This is Cuomo, all right? You know, they crucified Trump for things like this, all right? But Cuomo, he gets barely anything. You can go find hundreds of pictures of me kissing people, men and women, he said. It's my usual and customary way of greeting. I got to talk about him like that. I got to make him sound like Harvey Weinstein because like we said yesterday, he hired Harvey Weinstein's lawyer. So Cuomo, in a written statement Sunday, said he never intended to offend anyone or cause any harm, as he described as being playful and making jokes at work in a bid to add some levity and banter to what's very serious business. On Wednesday, he said he wanted to address the accusations, even though his lawyers had advised him not to say anything. Oh, is that his ego getting in the way? Quote, I want New Yorkers to hear from me directly on this. First, I fully support a woman's right to come forward. And I think I should be encouraged in every way. I understand that I acted in a way that made people feel uncomfortable. It was unintentional. And I truly and deeply apologize for it. I feel awful about it. And frankly, I'm embarrassed by it. That's not easy to say, but that's the truth. You know, when anybody says that's the truth at the end of a statement, it means they're lying. It means they're lying, ladies and gentlemen. It's not the truth. Oh, look, I almost made myself tear up there. Now you're going to have to ask yourself the question, can James Lane cry on command? And the answer is maybe. The answer is maybe, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, this is a guy, and I put this in a post on Parler and Gab earlier. All right. Do you remember the movie Scream, where the Scream guy, he's got the knife, what's that guy, what's that guy with the knife chasing the woman into the grass. She's got her hands up. No, please don't. And he's stabbing her. That is Cuomo. Cuomo is the woman. Cuomo is on the grass going, no, please, cancel culture murderer. Please, cancel culture monster. Don't stab me to death. I'm sorry. I was a good boy. I did everything I was told. I did what the Democrats wanted. I did everything. What? And he's gonna get stabbed. The knife is coming. There's nothing you can do. All right. You're the white guy in a horror movie in the cabin in the woods, Andrew Cuomo. And it's only a matter of time before that creature comes out of the basement and eats you alive. There's no way out of this. It comes for everybody, left and right. We've learned that by now. All right? You're not going to defeat it like this. It's going to consume you and make it stronger. That's all you're going to do, Cuomo. You're just making the cancel monster stronger. But this is what I want you to know. I want you to know this from me directly. I never touched anyone inappropriately. I never knew at the time I was making anyone feel uncomfortable. I certainly never meant to offend anyone or hurt anyone or cause anyone any pain. That's the last thing I would ever want to do. I asked the people of this state to wait for the facts from the Attorney General's report before forming an opinion. Does anyone wait for a fact before they remove a statue of Lincoln or Grant? Does anyone wait for a fact before they cancel anybody in this country? Do you want me to go down a list of people who have been canceled without facts? I don't know if you've heard, Andrew Cuomo, and I never thought I'd have to say this to anybody because I'm not a lefty, but words are violence. Cuomo, words are violence. And even better, you had no idea. You were doing it, which proves that white supremacy is genetic. Oh, look at you. You're screwed, Cuomo. You're screwed because everything you stand for goes against critical race theory. And that is the monster that's destroying our country right now. Right, left, rich, poor. At some point, people are going to have to pull their head out of their ass and start working together because the cancel culture monster, the white woke monster coming from critical race theory, this false pariah of critical race theory, people worried about AI, people are worried about Skynet, people are worried about the Matrix. Folks, critical race theory is the Matrix. Folks, Andrew Cuomo's done. He's done. and he just doesn't know it yet, right? He's done and he just doesn't know it yet. Plain and simple. New York Attorney General Letitia James, a Democrat's conducting an investigation into the complaints. Some Democrats are waiting for the results to take a stance on whether Cuomo should step down, but others are saying he should do so immediately. The time has come. The governor must resign. Rep. Kathleen Rice, Democrat of New York, said in a recent tweet, quote, "How many more women need to come forward? Governor Cuomo needs to resign," said State Assemblywoman Nathalia Fernandez, a Democrat. Lawmakers on Tuesday reached a deal to repeal Cuomo's emergency powers. Your powers are gone, sir, which he was granted last year to combat COVID-19. The walls are closing in. The new briefing drew a response from Boylan, who's running for Manhattan Borough president. If you're not from New York, the boroughs are like little sectors of the city. How can New Yorkers trust you? How can New Yorkers trust you at New York Governor Cuomo to lead our state if you don't know when you've been inappropriate with your own staff? She wrote on Twitter. He is digging a hole, ladies and gentlemen, just digging a hole, singing a tune. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to speak with you again. Just digging that hole, walls closing in about us. Okay, I'm done. Listen, Cuomo's screwed. He's done. He's done. You can't change him. I don't give a crap what he said today. I don't give a crap about the look on his face. Nobody alone defeats the cancel monster, the critical race theory monster. Cuomo, my friend, you supported all of these things. You supported BLM. You supported all of these groups, these Marxist groups that want to destroy our culture. And my friend, you're about to find out what happens to white, cisgendered males who go against the woke. Just wait. It's not fun. It's like watching piranhas take out a piece of cattle, or like the velociraptors. You remember Jurassic Park? They lower the cow into the velociraptor pen, and it was just, and the whole thing's like just shaking all over, just freaking, and then they lift it, they lift the whole thing up, and it's just in pieces with blood and chunks everywhere. Cuomo, you screwed, buddy. It's been nice knowing you. That's our show, folks. That's the truth. I don't know what else to tell you. That's the truth. That's how I feel. So while everybody's backtracking, everybody wants to see politics work, everybody wants to sit there and say, oh, the Republicans, they get shafted, the Democrats never get shafted. Well, I think we're going to get to see a Democrat get shafted, because at the end of the day, the woke machine rules all. That's what's happening. The culture machine rules all, and even the left have to answer, and sometimes even present a sacrifice to their God to appease his or her anger, ladies and gentlemen. So that's episode 83. Do me a favor, guys. If you enjoyed the episode, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, all right, give me a 5-star rating, leave me a review, write it in, leave a comment, share. It's very important. It moves me up the rankings so more patriots can see what we're doing, can be woken up. Get your butt on Gab, gab.com, gab.com. You see that? I got a blue check mark there, baby. American Reveille at gab.com. Follow me there. All right. If we lose Parler, you can find me on Gab. That's why I'm in the multiverse of social media, alt tech platforms. All right. So get around there. Find me, American Reveille. As always, we're back on Parler. The James Lane at the James Lane, Lane. I can't even say my own name today. The THE James JMES Lane LANE. See, I can't even do it. The James Lane on Parler. Get the latest updates there. I'm on Odyssey, ODYSEE. It's a YouTube alternative. It's really good. Gab TV. That's another one. We're on Rumble. All right, guys, we're on YouTube still. They just shadow ban and barely show our stuff to anybody, but we're there. American Reveille. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to follow. Please follow me. Please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Please share. It means the world to me, all right? And if you're in the market for CBD, like I said in the ad earlier, go to ancientlifeoil.com. Ancientlifeoil.com. Use promo code James for free shipping and handling. Ancient, ANCIENT. It's like me, our site, Reveille. It's hard for people to spell REVEILLE, American Reveille. Go to ancient, ANCIENT, lifeoil.com. Promo code James, JAMES. Get yourself free shipping and delivery on the best CBD in the country. I love this stuff, guys. Love this stuff. It's really great. All right. One last favor. Head over to AmericanReveille.com. All right. The new site will be up. I'm still working on getting it there. We're just updating, but this is the old site. It's still being updated. We're still being kept up to date. Head there. Latest articles, latest videos. If you want to contact us, ask us any questions, tell us anything, give us any feedback, AmericanReveille.com. Hit the contact form or email me directly, James Lane at AmericanReveille.com. If you're a writer, if you're an editor, if you've got graphic design chops, video editing, graphic design chops, Adobe After Effects, all that stuff. I need some help with the business, folks. James Lane at AmericanReveille.com. And as always, if you enjoyed the show, if you love what we do, please hit the support us tab. Donate anything you can. We've got links up there for cryptocurrency if you want to donate some Bitcoin or anything like that. Or you can head to PayPal right through that support us link at AmericanReveille.com and donate any amount you'd like. It's greatly appreciated. It goes right into making this business function and expanding our operations across the country. A lot of fun stuff coming soon. I really, really hope you enjoyed episode 83, guys, and I will see you in episode 84. All right, guys, have a great day. Have a great evening. Whenever you're watching this, I really appreciate you tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye.